All right. Good morning. Guess what I have here? I just bought this. New to me. Let's see what I got. Another film camera. This is a Horizon S3 U-500. The reason it's U-500 is because it has 1/500th of a second shutter speed. Cool. They also come with a grip that looks like it goes to here, so I have to unbolt this, then I can screw this onto it. Good thing about this though is it's actually a storage container here, right there. See? Storage container. This camera, what's cool about it is this camera come with these set of filters. It's looks like clear. Is it clear? Yeah, it's clear, green, and looks like a maybe one-stop ND filter. One stop probably. ND is good because the camera only runs 1/500th of a second. I mean, it's fine if you think about it. Shooting Sony 16 rule, with Sony 16 rule, the shutter speed equals the film speed at f16, right? So if you shoot a 400 speed film, as long as you shoot f16, you're fine. But if you shoot anything that's not f16, well, on this one, you can do f11, I guess, on a 400 speed film, which is also fine. I'll tell you why in a bit. So the camera seems like in a very good condition. These camera normally runs about $200 plus minus maybe $25, 175 to 225 range. Anything more than that, I don't know, I would buy it. This is a newer version to the Horizon 202, which is a little bit more boxier. So I think they made some improvement. Most obvious improvement is there's no solid edges anymore. It's all smoothed out. Kind of neat. Very kind of a futuristic look. It reminds me like 1990 sci-fi film, aliens like to do this kind of thing. The camera is made in Russia. Some people think this is made by Zenit. I don't know. Zenit is a well-known Russian camera brand. I thought this one is like a DMZ or something. Don't call me out, something. But if you search online, on eBay or just Google it, it's just a Horizon panoramic camera. Most of Russian camera, in my experience, are kind of sucky and need some kind of after purchase modifications or refinement to make it work right. This one seems okay. And here, yellow dot, if yellow dot shows, then all the yellow markings working. If you flip the lever to white, then all the white. So it's kind of a the shutter speed selector. So right now, I just cocked the shutter. You saw the lens will move from my right, so right to left. And I set this on 1/8 of a second. I think that's what I'm going to shoot most of the time today is 1/8 of a second handheld. On this camera, you probably won't see the shutter shake because it's a scanning process, right? Like this. Pretty cool. All right, before I use it today, though, what I want to talk to you is I need to do two things on this camera. I don't know. By the way, so the viewfinder, here's the level. You can see it in the viewfinder, which is kind of neat. I was gonna say, so for this camera, the depth of field is adjusted, but out of box it's to infinity. So anything to infinity, you can't really changing the focus, right? So the only way you can get something closer in focus will be through use the aperture like f16 or something. Right now, see after the camera's fired, you're not able to change the shutter speed, which is kind of you almost have to cock the shutter. There you go. Now these are showing. Then you can change the aperture. So I think for most of my photos, I'm not a landscape guy, so I don't shoot at infinity. So I have another panorama camera I'll go review later. It's an Oblex. I would use that one for landscape. This one I'm thinking about just modifying it for like an event shoot or some kind of photojournalistic style shoot. So most of my subject is probably right around between, I'll say, 6 feet to 10 feet, maybe closer. So I will need to modify the focal plane. I mean, not focal plane, focus plane. I'll show you. So what I need to do today, I had to go to the store. So I think the modification, it can be very simple. This silver piece right here is what the film is gonna rest on. So I'm gonna put a piece of tape here and here to raise this to keep the film away from this drum by a little bit. I say the good rule of thumb will probably be like looking for a tape that's like a 0.22 millimeter or 0.25 millimeter thickness. So just cut to barely fit this and just tape it. I will just cut the tape of the same length as the silver showing here. Maybe a little bit more, just jammed in there. And then the other thing I want to do is, you see how shiny this is? I'm going to flock this inside, especially what's in here, because this is where the film is, right? So I'm going to, that's the first thing I'll do, because I have a can of black chalkboard paint, spray paint. So I'm not going to take this off. I'm going to put a plastic bag and then just zip tie it, or with a rubber band tie it here, and then just spray this. So I'm going to do that now. So then while it's drying, I'm going to go to the store looking for tape. Overall, the condition, the camera, the quality build, it's okay. The only thing is, like, you can tell it's kind of a cheaply made, is this. There's a little bit of a play. So I'm thinking to be have abundance of caution. Once I load the film, I'm gonna use a gaffer tape and just tape around the seam. At least keep the light out, and also when I hold on to it, I don't want to feel like that. It's kind of annoying. Do this. So, but other than that, this camera is cool. So let's give it a faster speed. How about today? Let's say if I have to shoot at 1/60 of a second, this is what's like. Whoa, pretty cool. All right, I'll show you guys once I'm done. Thanks.